Everybody, welcome to Spikes and Heels once again. Week 3. I'm Sabrina.
And I'm Gwen.
And we have a lot to talk about. Some of it is great and some of it not so great. We're going to start with the not so great. So these last few weeks, there have been many injuries, particularly to running backs. And if you have been on the internet at all, watching TV at all, you have seen the absolutely gruesome injury to Nick Chubb's leg. We will not do any injustice to him and show it on this channel, but it's all over the internet. You can find it if you want to. His leg basically bent in the completely opposite direction. Some people are asking whether the hit against him was intentional, whether it was dirty. That's a whole debate. I don't think it was intentional. I don't think it was intentionally dirty. But he's out for the season. And such a nice, decent dude, hardworking, don't run his mouth. And it's weird because when it happened, I immediately felt so bad. And I compared it to, they're two different people, but I compared it to Aaron Rodgers when he got injured. And I had two different feelings. And I don't know why. I had to analyze myself. They're both human beings. They both, injured their legs. So why do I feel terrible for one and I didn't care about the other? I think it's character, which shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter, but their characters are totally different. So anyway, I just feel so bad for Nick Chubb. He's going to be out for the season, and some are questioning like whether he should even come back. So I don't know if he's coming back. We just don't know. It's too early. He's going to have surgery very soon. What do you think? And then also Saquon is week to week now. His injury looked worse than it actually is. So he's now week to week. And running backs have been clamoring to get better contracts. Chubb was lucky because he has a decent contract, like 3 years or so, 4 years, something for like 36 million. So he's getting like 10 million a year. But some running backs don't get what he gets. So what do you think of all of this?
First of all, my heart goes out to Chubb and Saquon. I pray that their bodies return to 100%. My opinion is I didn't think the hit was illegal. It's football. It happens. That's the thing when people would say back in the day football was staged. It can't be. There are too many moving parts. So when someone hits you from this side, if your teammate happen to fall and you fall backwards over them, then somebody else come in. It's just too many moving parts. And I'm grateful that he will be able to walk again. But you're right. They're looking at whether he will be able to run or play again. We want him to think about, like I said last week, the totality of their life, right? You know what I'm saying? This is football. This is in this moment, but you don't want to be walking on the cane for the rest of your life because you try to come back. But it's something in these players, Sabrina. They just do. Look at what Alex came back from. Alex Smith. He almost just had a bone and some skin, and he came all the way back. So they just built differently. And with the medicine and the knowledge and the wisdom nowadays, they tend to get them back, But I'm just thankful that it wasn't worse. It's awful. It wasn't worse. And I'm also grateful that he does have the means to get back to health.
Yeah, thank God, because anybody, if you go online and look at that injury, they have steel shots.
And it's terrible. I can't.
I wouldn't recommend you look at it if you have like a weak stomach or whatever. It's yeah. So we wish him the absolute best. But something has to be done to make sure that running backs get the pay that they deserve. I think that they are under deserved in this league. I think they should get better contracts to make sure that they can take care of themselves in the event.
They're not getting it all, paying them $200 and $300 and $400 million. It ain't no more money left on the table for nobody else. If the cap is this and you got to pay 52 players $1 million minimum of $700 minimum a piece, then it's just terrible. The quarterback contracts are too high.
And you just open up the door to the next thing we were going to talk about. Patrick Mahomes restructured his contract. So he's got 4 years now from 2023 to 2026. They restructured it for $210 million. And apparently, this is the most that any player has ever gotten for a 4-year span.
I ain't mad at this one, Sabrina. I have to be honest. I kind of expected it. This makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This one makes sense to me. Kyler Murray did not make sense.
No.
Thomas did not make sense. Daniel Jones.
Deshaun Watson
did not make sense. That was the one that made the least amount. But I'm not mad. Lamar, Josh, Joe, my homeboy, think of somebody else, Travis soon. If he keeps playing the way he's playing, you can give them that money. But I wasn't mad at this one. I expected as much.
Yeah. Yeah, good for him. I mean, I just don't like his acting job. He need to join the academies.
And you ain't never lied.
Anyway.
Our next segment is about Coach Prime. And as you all know, while we rocking our shades and our hats, because our mothers did raise us right, and we're going to support our bull.
Right. Yeah.
But that was the most thrilling college game I have seen in a long time. That and I am becoming a big fan of Coach Prime because I didn't understand like the way that he went into Colorado, and I thought, oh God, he's just leaving. But no, he has been that his son's coach all his life. His son has never been around another coach, and he's just doing a fabulous job. I thought it was a little rough the way he came in and told them, y'all can leave if y'all want to because da 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 da. But a few of them stayed and they made the team. And I'm just in awe. We just want to support him in every way. I can't find the words right now. I just am so proud of him because he's doing a marvelous job.
And I'm not even a college football fan. I'm an NFL fanatic. I don't watch college football, but even I watched the last part of the Colorado State game, and it was spectacular. And it's funny because it's so much for me to learn about college because at the very end it was like double overtime first of all, and then I was like, wait a minute, they just scored. Why the game not over? So it's a little bit different, I got to get myself
different.
Yeah, but he talks the talk. He walks the walk, and you can tell some people are not used to that. You can tell some people want him to back down and be humble and go about things very diplomatically. Oh, Gwen, yeah. But it's like he's basically saying, why would I train my team to be losers? Why would I tell them not to win? Why would I you know what I'm saying? So we're wearing our hats and our glasses in honor of Coach Prime to say that, yes, you can have your style as he does and still be a good coach and still win.
So let me start. And you know me, I got to always come and find something.
Okay.
Did y'all see that hit on Travis Hunter? Do you think it was illegal or not? I think it was purposeful. I think it was deliberate.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about that.
I think it was deliberate. I think he should be suspended. But people get hit all the time. So they can't get fined like they do in the NFL. So what do you do on the collegiate level? You suspend them a game or two. Yeah. So Travis is okay, but because he got injured and he went out, he has to stay out for 3 games. Whether he can play or not, he has to stay out for 3 games. And they got USC coming up, which is going to be a pretty hard competitive game.
Oregon as well. Yeah,
they're going to really need him. But I'm thankful that Coach Prime and the boys believe in themselves like that. And another pet peeve of mine that I just want to say.
Okay.
How do you go from $30 tickets to $500 tickets?
Girl, I was telling Gwen, I did not know that college. First of all, I thought college, this is how much I don't know about college, y'all. I thought you just go to the game and that was it. You got to pay to get into a college game. That was a revelation for me. And then she said the tickets went from regular price to
$500. The average ticket is $500. And I get it. All the hoopla, the whole world is going to Colorado to watch the game. Shaq was there. Michael Irvin was there. Stephen A. done did. Take there. I get it. But don't price out the fans. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't be a life decision whether you want to go see the Buffaloes or you want to eat oodles and noodles for the rest of the month. So I just don't like when they price out the true fans. And the true fans is usually the people, like I say at FedEx, the true fans sit in a 400 section. You know what I'm saying? Let's not price out the fans. So I'm so happy for Coach Prime. I want him to continue to be successful. And the world is watching him right now. I'm getting ready to order me a Buffalo shirt. And I really don't understand why they keep coming from him, Sabrina. I get it. Yeah. It's something new. It's something they haven't experienced before. But why all the negativity? That's all I'm saying. I don't
think anybody's ever seen anybody like Prime before in that kind of position. Coaches are usually very even though they have their different personalities, they speak a certain way. It's very cookie cutter. It's very scripted. It's very it looks a certain way, even though they may look different. They look a certain way. They're not used to somebody with style. They're not used to somebody with that level of confidence that's willing to say it. They usually kind of curtail that. I think they're just not used to him.
But Ray Charles could have seen this coming, because look how he got the name Primetime. That was his personality when he was a player. And I pray they didn't think he was going to change or go nowhere.
Obviously, they did.
But they coming from him on a personal level.
They are, like the kind of man that he is, the kind of person that
it's a little much. Leave the man alone.
Yeah.
And watch his play and be grateful that anybody that plays him this year is going to get the spotlight as well. That's how I look at it. I played Colorado good. I'm gonna be on center stage good. This is time for my players and my coaches and to show up and to show out too. So anybody that plays him this year is going to share the spotlight with him. Don't come at him negatively. It's not working.
Yeah,
it's not working. If anything, they put ammo. They giving him ammo. You know what I'm saying?
Who was that tennis player, Coco Gauff, the young lady that just won? She was like, they thought they was pouring water on my dreams, and they was really pouring gasoline on them. You know,
come on here, Coco. Congratulations, Coco. But yes, I just want to applaud his effort. Phenomenal job he's doing. That game was so thrilling. Ooh.
Yeah, I saw the last few minutes and I was like, this is good. I got to watch more. I got to let him know, Prime, you making me watch, you know.
Exactly. I think the world. Yeah. Okay. Sabrina has won me over. That game was so good.
It was.
Now, I'm still not 100%, but I'm 75 because his numbers has improved.
We talk about quarterback Sam Howell.
Yes, I got to come up with a nickname from him. He's up to a QBR of 62. So I'm grateful for that, because 45 was abysmal. You know what I'm saying? And his completion rate has increased to almost 69. He had 299 yards and 2 touchdowns with no interception. Now, these are the numbers that a quarterback should have that's escalate, that's accelerate. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But girl, that game was good. No, that game was good, Sabrina. But as usual, in true Commander fashion, we go in a hole. And they climb down the 18 points down. I'm like, look at this. But one thing I know, 2 things for sure. Our defense was second last year in the least amount of points allowed in the second half. So what they do is they let you do what you want in the first half. You better get all the points you can, because second half they shut you down. And that's just what happened. Russell just came out throwing that football on the field. Man, I was hot. I was like, why they letting them do this? And then the line not blocking, and the people dropping passes. I'm like, here we go. But I don't know what Rivera did in that locker room.
People talk about what Rivera did. I think that was our boy Bieniemy. Let me keep it real.
Sabrina, if he wouldn't have went for that 2-point conversion, that game would have ended in a tie, and we probably would have lost. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He went for it. When he went, first of all, he went for the 4th down. Remember that?
Yes.
Like, oh my God, they're going for it. This is something that doesn't happen normally.
Right.
Then when they got the touchdown, he went for 2, and I'm thinking, why is he going for 2? But let him go. And this is not this is like a 30%, success rate on 2-point conversion. Very low. But when they made it, I said, okay, but who would have known those 2 plays would have helped us win the game?
And let me tell you something. So I mentioned in the previous show that my church that I go to meets in the evening for now. We're going to switch back to the mornings, but for now we meet like at 4:00.
Oh no.
The game started at 4:30, which means I'm in church at 4:30. Okay. So what I did was I pinned the score to the front of my phone, and as it'll update itself. So I looked at the praise and worship. Ooh, hallelujah. So praise and worship overlooked. After praise and worship, I said, let me check the score. It was 7-3. I said, okay, cool. The announcements, 14-3. I said, oh my gosh. Pastor get up and preach. I said, 21-3. I said, what is happening? By the time we got out from church, it started turning. It was 21-11. Then it was 21-14. By then I was home. I said, okay, here we go. So I missed all the bad part. I missed the part that would make me cry, and I saw all the good parts. But this is a different team to me because in the years past, if we were to go on the road, be down 21-3, there is no way we would come back from that. Not with Scott Turner was calling the offense the way he used to. No way. No way in the world. So I think that this is a different team. I think we're trending in the right direction. This next game against Buffalo at home is sold out once again. They said as of today. So it's going to be a packed house, hopefully again at FedEx. We will be there, and I'm excited.
And I'm just, and the defense again showed that it took a little while to get going, but even your boy Chase kind of got going for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just, but EB worth his weight in gold. They ain't pay that dude enough because already he's making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he made the right calls at the right time.
Yes.
So I'm so happy. But Sabrina, again, little nervous, but I'm gonna let how he get off because everybody's entitled to a slow start or a bad game. So he just wasn't somebody I preferred Heineke over him. Right. That ship is sailed. Heineke in Atlanta sitting on his $10 million. So I know he's grateful, but I just have to get on board. So I'm gonna put down my how protest for now. Man, but again, in true Commander fashion, they let them come all the way back.
And that daggone Hail Mary at the end, I thought I was going to fall out in my living room. I said, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
How many times have we seen that not work and then it worked for us?
Now, do you think that play at the end for the 2-point conversion was pass interference or not? Tell the truth, shame the devil.
They ain't called it.
No, I didn't ask you whether they called it. I said, did you think it was pass interference? I don't think it was.
Sabrina. That dude was too close and draped over his back. He was.
I say, tell the truth, shame the devil, and then say that.
The early bird special. You know that. He was about a second or two too much. It wasn't bad, so it was in court, but if it was on the line, it was on the line. It could have been.
I don't think it was blatant. It was betwixt and between, as my grandfather used to say.
Right. He was playing a ball because at the position his body, the ball was coming. He could have been looking like this.
Right.
Over his back.
It wasn't no pass interference, y'all.
No, but he was a little early for my team.
No, he was early. Anyway, they shouldn't have let us come back from 18 points.
Exactly. They lost that game, not that play. No. Exactly. Nah, but I'll take a W any day. You know?
Yes, we will. I want to give a shout out to the rookie, Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback. That boy be playing. Don't be rolling your eyes at my boy. He could have had 3 interceptions by now. He only got 1. He could have had 3. That boy be playing. I want to applaud. Wait a minute.
Okay. Sabrina took a chance. She spotlighted him when we first got started this year and said he was going to be our standout player. I didn't really think, because I was like, he playing second string is how I'm supposed to know. He is stepping up. 16th, he's our 16th overall pick in the draft. So it looks like we got him. I wish they would have used that. Well, they probably wouldn't have him. So maybe I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready for that line to start gelling and protecting. Now, how getting in his rhythm. Did you see that dirty hit on my man, though? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh. I saw it later because I think that was in the first half.
They ejected them. They need to be careful with these hits.
And I think he's in concussion protocol, though, I think. Yeah, I think he is. So that's unfortunate.
So he gave everybody the thumbs up. Go sit down somewhere because you definitely not playing the rest of this game.
Yeah, I think he's fine though. But I guess they got to do what they got to do to be sure. But
I'm great. Yeah, that's another one that's fragile.
He is. Now I can't say that about Chase. I don't agree with you, but
Chase was out last year and did Sabrina. Come on now, but you fragile. But thanks. I'm just ready. These bills coming to town. Let's do this. Let's keep this energy going.
And since we were just talking about the stadium, let's talk about this. There's going to be some House oversight hearings this week. One of them was today.
So the one today, Sabrina, clears the way. So how it works in DC, because DC is not a state. So the land that the state of RFK is on was given to the federal government. This is why all the process up there. Now DC want it back so that they can put the stadium back there.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the first one today, and it looks like it's going to be shifted back to DC.
Yeah,
So
I think it's going to happen. Yeah, this is exciting. And of course, there's going to be opposition. There's going to be residents in that area that say we don't want it. It's going to
tell the truth and shame the devil, because that area is now gentrified. Can I say it, Sabrina? What is it? Gentrified?
Gentrified. It is.
That area is now gentrified. So they're going to get a lot of opposition. Back when the Redskins was there, it was all the brothers in the system.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now it's all of us.
And I know several couples that live over there, and I don't know how to ask them how they feel about that. But yeah.
I believe it come. I can walk to the game from
here. The two couples that I know, they can walk from their house to the stadium, to RFK.
Understand where the ruck is going to come from, because the infrastructure is already there. It's already set up to be in a circle, so the traffic going to go in and flow out. And then 70% of the people are going to catch the metro.
Anyway.
You're literally right next to the stadium. It is like a 500-foot walk from the metro, our subway system, to the gates of the RFK. You got to walk across the parking lot, and then you're right there. So 70% of the people attending the game are going to be on the metro.
Yeah, or even let's say it's half. Let's say it's half. It's not going to be nearly as much traffic as it is going to FedEx. It's not. Yeah,
FedEx is not near as close to a subway station. It's like a 1.5 mile walk. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's trust me, it's the way they're going to do it and set it up. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait.
I think it's going to be beautiful too. Like you said, everything's there, and it's like it's perfectly made for it, because it was already like that. Everything's there. Everything's there. I'm ready. I'm excited. And if I just want to be selfish, it's closer to my house too. Can I just,
Yeah, because we got to keep up, because we 2-0 with most of our division. And there's a lot of teams that's 2-0, right, Beanie?
Yeah, you're right. It's 9 of us. And I think some are contenders and some are pretenders. We're going to see who is who. Yeah, but you're right. We got the Dolphins. We got the Ravens. We got the Cowboys. We got the Eagles and then the Commanders, the 49ers, the Saints, Falcons, and Buccaneers.
So the Saints and the Falcons, pretenders.
And I would throw the Buccaneers a little bit too. I'm not sure about that.
So I saw that game last week. They was kind of playing a little bit. So
okay. Then stop hating.
We could be in the middle of the road with them. Right. Okay. But yeah, but those other teams, this is not. And can you believe the Chiefs not in this conversation?
Right. It's a couple of teams. Then it's funny, because I was looking at the flip side earlier, who are the 0-2 teams, 0-2 teams. I'm surprised the Vikings are on there. I'm surprised the Bengals are on there.
Now, come on here.
It was one more. I was like, what?
But going back to congressional hearing, so today was a plus in our favor. Again, like we stated, they spoke, and they're going to give it back over to the district. So now, Muriel, please don't let her be like that other lady, Sharon Pratt Kelly, the one who sent the Redskins to PG County. Please be ready to negotiate and bargain.
Oh, Muriel been ready. She already said, as soon as you change that name, let's get it on.
That's right. That's my boo right there. Yeah, that's girl right there. So hopefully we can get him back. It'll be a blessing. I'll be the first one in line to get my ticket.
Yeah,
I'm things the whole year just so I can send our money on some season tickets.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, let's go.
Now, everybody, I'm so grateful and very happy to be at this part of the show. Look at Gwen's face. For I must announce at this juncture, like she's trying to put her glasses on, after week 2, I am 15-6 with the picks, and Gwen is a respectable 12-9, only 3 games behind.
Respectable. I got to get my numbers up. I'm better than that. So let's get the trash talking aside. Let's go.
The first game that we're going to pick is the Giants at the 49ers, Thursday Night Football.
Where they at?
They could be on in the street. What difference does it make?
I always go left with these picks. I know who I want to pick, but sometimes they're going to have a spectacular game. But I'm like this. I'm going to go 49ers. I'm good.
Yeah. Ain't no way the Giants. I mean, they're all football teams. So there's
a Thursday. So next week, got the Chargers and the Vikings. The Vikings are 0-2 team. Do you think in Minnesota. They're gonna win this one.
Yeah, I think the Vikings have to win this one. There's no way they can start 0-3. They have to win this
one. Yeah, because those numbers them games gonna keep up on them quick if they don't win this one. If they go down to this game, it's gonna be a long season for Cousins.
Okay. So now I'm gonna introduce this game with a little side eye because I might have a feeling on this one.
Oh.
The Cowboys, okay, hear me out. Don't laugh. At the Cardinals. Wait a minute. Now, the Cardinals played us well in Washington. Hear me out. The Cardinals were up on the Giants 28-7, and they ended up losing.
Come all the way back.
And they ended up losing. But they want this. They see they've been playing, and it's in Arizona. As I call an upset.
You can call this one by you want. I got the names. I'm sorry. I can't do it. There ain't no way. They let them Giants come all the way back. And now you think them things ain't gonna run it up on them in the beginning?
My shoulder, I feel upset in my shoulder right
here. Yeah, well, now this next one I'm about to call could be the upset of the week.
Okay.
Eagles at the Bucks.
Ooh,
but we got to think about them defenses, how Hurts looking. I want to go upset of the week, but I'm not because I just got too much confidence in Jalen. The numbers looking right, even though that first game was a little shaky. I just don't think Tampa Bay got enough firepower to get that score. You won't have to get that score in the high 30s or low 40s to beat them Eagles.
Guess what?
Every time they score, and I'm not sure the Bucks can do that.
I'm picking the Bucks.
I know, right? I want to. Oh my goodness, I want to. I want to so bad, but I'm gonna go with them Birds.
Okay, this might be your week catching up because I'm picking 2 upsets already.
And that first one, you could cancel Christmas on that one. No, that ain't happening. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you're going for it now. You're gonna squander your lead with them 2. Okay.
Now listen, what you gonna do with this one? The Rams at the Bengals in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 0-2.
Bengals is hurt. Ain't no way them Bengals is 0-2. They were supposed to win the whole AFC North. At this point, it's looking like Lamar gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Burrows is hurt, Sabrina. I don't know if I could pick him. We get a pass on that game because, but he was in the last game. He was in, and he just ain't play right.
This one you can toss up a coin for me, because the Bengals need it too bad, but I think the Rams can. I'm
gonna go Bengals. I'm gonna say that because it's in Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna say he's gonna get it together because he's 0-2.
I'm gonna go with you. I was gonna go Rams, but you convinced me. I'm going with the Bengals.
You gotta get it together. All that money.
And by the way, let me just throw a disclaimer here real quick. These picks are for entertainment purposes only. Please don't write in talking about something. We picked so-and-so because you said for entertainment purposes only. For fun. Okay.
For fun. Exactly. So here we go. The Patriots and the Jets. Now, if the boy wouldn't have went out the first game for play, I would definitely have the Jets winning this. And I'm just going to go a little bit deeper dive. The Jets are stuck with Zach because ain't nobody coming in to rescue this season for them. You know what I'm saying? So can he do the job to get it done against the Patriots? You want to go with the Jets, but these are divisional. This is a divisional game. They're gonna play each other hard. I say whoever is home gets the W.
Well, the Jets are at home.
I don't trust Wilson though.
I don't either. I'm picking the Patriots.
All right, I can't go nowhere but up. I'm doing the go with the Jets.
You sure?
I think Zach gonna have too much to prove because they all want them to go get somebody. And he was like, why they overlooking me? You know, even if you go get any of the people that they've been mentioning, even bought Colin, I wish they would leave Colin alone. He been gone way too long to be productive on anybody's team. Y'all proved y'all point. Yeah, the man was abolished from football. That let him rest. You know what I'm saying? I think Zach gonna play for his position.
So you pick the Jets.
Yes.
Okay. So next, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna do the Colts at the Ravens in Baltimore.
Sabrina.
I know what we even talking about, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that means
with the Ravens
that. Okay. All right.
Next game, we got the undefeated Falcons going against the Lions. They about to go down.
Exactly. They're gonna be the first ones to lose their 2-0 status.
They're gonna be they are not no longer gonna be in the undefeated squad.
Yeah, and the Lions were almost 2-0. They barely lost last week. The Lions for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, now you have the Denver Broncos, whom we just beat, who are now 0-2 against the Miami Dolphins.
You think Russell can get at 2-0? That Dolphin defense is nice. You know, it ain't good as ours, but it's decent.
For me, this is not even a discussion. It's the Dolphins for me.
I'm gonna go with you.
Okay. All right.
One thing about Sean Payton, he gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure if Russell is the guy that's gonna get it together for him. He just lost his mojo. I knew he wasn't done. He's too young, and he was kind of successful. He wasn't the best, but he wasn't awful. And you know, and he took them to the ship. They won. You know, I just knew when he retired. I said that's not gonna last. You know the ones that's not gonna last.
The next one is going to be the New Orleans Saints, who are undefeated, at the Green Bay Packers. I don't know where to go with this one.
Me either, because I feel like the Packers can get at them, but I'm not. I have to watch a little bit more. I'm not sure about their defense.
Right.
It's hard to watch those games because they coincide with our game. You know what I mean? To show about that defense, but I got to give it to the home team on this one because it's a toss-up.
Yeah, I did the same. I did Packers as well.
Yeah, but
some of these are a little close.
But it's too close to call.
And some people are saying the Saints undefeated. What are you talking about? I just think they pretenders. I'm not convinced.
That's not legitimate.
Speaking of undefeated, what's the last one, Gwen?
Commanders. Bills at Commanders. Yes. And even though this is the game that I am thoroughly waiting for and I'm anticipating, I do believe we could put it out. If keeps getting better and Rivera let EB run that offense, we should be okay. And Del Rio keep his foot on the pedal with the defensive plays. May be okay.
Are you gonna be crazy enough to do this with me?
I'm going with the Commanders.
I am too. I think we can do it. I think our defense is strong enough that even if the offense sputters some, the defense will keep us in the game. I think we can do it.
Yeah, but I'm not comfortable with letting them run up 18 again. I tell you that.
No, they got to start playing from the beginning. They can't be waiting on some of these teams. We'll lose.
Yeah, they're gonna be far ahead, and then there'll be that one day when Howell doesn't have a good game. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna give the edge to the Commanders because we're home. I'm just very confident in that defense. I'm just thoroughly impressed. They playing this well this early, and Howell is improving. So kudos, Sabrina called it. He is improving.
Let's hope the improvement continues.
I know, right? I need a QBR in the 80s now. Every game, it needs to go up 20 points. At least get it to 100. You know what I'm saying? Play with me? Nope. Playtime is over.
There were 3 games that we picked different, so that's where
I can catch up.
I picked some crazy ones, didn't I? But I'm feeling that Cowboys.
If this my luck, they're gonna be the upsets.
I know, we'll see, but that is kind of a crazy pick. But anyway, we'll see. It's 3 games where you can catch me this week.
I root for her to beat me on one of them games, and that's when she called the Cardinals to beat the Cowboys.
Wouldn't that be a miracle? That would be a show enough miracle.
Right now, if them Cardinals beat them Cowboys, a petty on me.
Now owe you a petty from last season.
Don't worry about it. That counts. A petty on me.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for watching.
Stay blessed, stay safe, love someone. Bye.